name is Vichka, and this is practically my first video for YouTube channel. In my video blog, I'm going to talk about stuff like books, educational resources, websites, good trainings, different advice for parents and students, motivation, success, and everything connected to that. My today's video is about top 5 books you have to read in your lifetime. And I'm a crazy reader. I actually carry a book or two in my bag all the time, and I can read 2 or 3 books at a time and read everything completely different, like business style, psychological books, fiction, non-fiction. And today I want to share with you the books I like. So let's start with the book number 5, which you have to read in your lifetime. And the book number 5 is Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. Actually, I know this is a really girly choice, but after reading it, I kind of started thinking about the role of a woman back in 19th century compared to nowadays, and how women had very little choice, either get married or get married. So basically, I started thinking about how we are different and our lifestyles are different right now. And I actually would advise reading this book to every girl. Of course, it's all about love and passion and interesting choices and all about that. But Jane Austen is a really great author, and especially for girls, I definitely advise to read it. Next book, which I realize is also a girly choice, by Charlotte Bronte, Jane Eyre. Actually, I love the book and I love the film. It's an amazing story about an orphan girl who actually was treated really badly during her lifetime by her aunt and her brother, but at the end of she turned out to be a really great person. And it's amazing how, going through all this pain and all this different stuff, she turned out to be such a nice person. Of course, then she falls in love with an interesting man, I'd say, and I won't spoil it for you. You have to read it or watch a film. Reading is better, but after that it's also okay to watch a video. So this was my number 4. And now going to number 3 of my favorite books. It is To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. This is basically American classics, and this book won a Pulitzer Prize in, I think, 1961, and actually for a good reason. It's an amazing book. I really recommend it to read to anyone, and the story is told from the point of view of a 6-year-old girl whose name is Scout. And through her point of view, through her vision, the author shows us the problems of American society. This book is about prejudice, kindness, innocence, and evil things and stuff like that. So this is an amazing story, and I really recommend to everyone to read it. I actually reread it 2 or 3 times, and I actually loved every single moment of it. So I advise to read it to everyone. My next choice is, which is number 2, is my super duper favorite book, which is called The Hobbit by Tolkien. And first, actually, I watched a film when it came out. I went to the cinema. I was all impressed by the film. I actually was like really thrilled and amazed by it, and I actually came home and decided I want to read the book, but I didn't own one. So one friend actually presented me the book in a few days, and it was amazing, and I started reading it. I also reread it a few times, and I actually love this edition of the book. It has really nice pictures and Gandalf right here, and it has the map and the runes and stuff like that. So actually you can imagine the whole world of living this life in the as a hobbit, and going into adventures and meeting new friends and going through troubles. For me, this book is really about our life, because sometimes we are really all stuck up in our comfort zone and we don't really want any adventures, we don't want to go anywhere and try new things. But then Gandalf comes by and says, come on, you have to go and do something new and something exciting. You have to turn your life into something great. And actually, this is why I love this book and I love Tolkien. This is just amazing. You should read it, definitely. And my number one is connected to The Hobbit because this is the sequel, The Lord of the Rings, also by Tolkien. I love this edition of the book. It's amazing. I love this red color and this everything which is written here and all the signs and everything. Actually, the words here are really small and it's sometimes difficult to read it, but I still love it. The book is great and it's actually more to The Hobbit. It goes into not only adventures but also a huge responsibility which a person takes while doing some things for others and for himself. So this is also my number one and I love this book. I also love the films. I rewatched it a few times and I've read the book. I love it. I advise everyone. So these guys are my number five, my top 5 books which I advise everyone to read. Of course, there are tons of books, tons of great books, and this video I decided to do in English and take up only like English books, but maybe next time I'll talk more about some other literatures all over the world. Anyway, thanks for watching me and listening to me. I am very happy to do this video for you. I hope more are coming up, and thank you very much. Have a good day. Bye.